give you a little bit of information about yoga, and then we're going to do a chair practice, since we're all sitting in a chair, because yoga really is for everybody, okay? So just very briefly, what is yoga? Yoga is a beautiful practice of getting to know oneself. Of the many, many movement experiences known today, yoga provides a personal, practical application for living holistic lifestyle, uniting the mind, body, and spirit. Can you hear me now? So just to let you know, it was my mother who introduced me to yoga about 30 years ago. So when it wasn't even popular, my mother was studying yoga, and she said, you know what, you are a stressed out young lady, go and take a yoga class. And that's when I started. So there's about, what do I say, Nisa, 30 years of experience in this body, a lot of yoga in my body. The term yoga describes a general category of philosophical traditions within many Eastern cultures. So when we say yoga, yoga is like saying fruit. There's not one type of yoga, okay? But here in the United States, most of us practice the physical aspect of yoga, which is called hatha yoga. And there are many different types of hatha yoga as well. We'll have this experience as well. Hatha yoga is a physical movement practice of postures, or asanas, you might hear it say asanas, that guide the practitioner into a deeper self-awareness, moving the body in relationship to the breath. And this is key. Those of us who are mothers, how many mothers in here? Oh, good. Do you remember childbirth?
Yes.
Some of us do, right? Well, if you go back to, that's a wonderful experience of the body and the breath moving together, right? Breathe. Yeah? Okay. Hatha yoga has many theoretical benefits and therapeutic benefits for the body. Of its many gifts, yoga strengthens and tones our muscles, supports healthy digestive function, decreases blood pressure, stimulates circulation, and supports the central nervous system. There's all of those things. And the beautiful thing about yoga, it is that it is designed for everybody. You don't have to look like a model. You don't have to wear fancy clothes, right? If you can have the experience of being with yourself, you can have a wonderful experience of yoga. All right, now, for our aging community, those of us who are heading into those higher levels in our life, yoga has many benefits to that, okay? It can support our cognitive function because we start learning to focus and concentrate more intentionally while we're in the practice. It also helps us with our balance and agility. So those of us who are feeling not so steady on our feet, it's a wonderful way to practice that as well. So let's have a practice of yoga. You guys aim for that? Yeah. Now, I will say though that if we could spread out a little bit so that you are able to go like this with your arms or like this with your arms, okay? So spread out a little bit, if you would. And we're gonna start in the chair. Yes, we'll stand after a while. But we'll start in the chair, okay? So in yoga, one of the main poses that we learn is called mountain pose. And we can practice mountain pose standing, and we can practice it sitting. Mountain pose follows the principles of alignment, the proper way our posture should be. So let's try it while we're sitting. What I would ask you to do is one or two things. Either sit directly with your back to the back of that chair, and if that is not comfortable, then come more towards the edge of the chair. Then those of us who are height challenged, you have to have your feet flat on the floor. So that's going to dictate where you are too. All right, now look down at your feet and make sure that your knees are directly over your feet or your ankles. So if your heels are behind your knees, then you're out of alignment. What we often do is we put too much pressure in our joints, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, by misalignment. And when we do that, that's when we end up with a lot of joint pain, yeah? So always thinking bone on top of bones. Our joints are for movement, okay? Bones are for standing. So down at your feet, with my knees over my ankles, good. Even if you have your shoes on, try to lift your toes up, not your heels. Just try to lift your toes up within your shoes. Got it? Now pay attention to your big toe mount. Good, press there. Even with your toes lifted, little toe mount. That's the bottom of your little pinky toe, and then both sides of your heel. So you're striving to find the four corners of your feet, right? Now, relax your toes down and see what happens in your legs. And lift your toes up again. Feel those quads activate just by moving your feet? Good, relax the toes down and keep them there. All right, from here, let's take a big inhale and bring the shoulders up towards your ears, and then roll them back down. Good, roll them up again, and then roll them back down. So when we do that, we're lifting the shoulders up. When we bring them down, we don't want to do that. We've already found the length of the spine. Good, so draw the shoulders back just a little bit. Take your palms to your thighs, and let your elbows be heavy. Now bring your chin down slightly, not all the way in, just a little bit. Keep the nice neck long. And then if you're comfortable, close your eyes. If not, just bring your gaze down into your lap and follow your breath. So first and foremost, just follow the natural rhythm of your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose, if that's possible. And see if you can feel where the breath enters the body. Wonderful. Now let's blink our eyes open. Good. And it looks like let's just bring the elbows out to the side. We'll have to do it this way. Just for lack of space. Look across your elbows and make sure they're equal across. Not down here, not up here, but equal across. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the elbows in and around the back. Good. Inhale, lift the elbows out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, round. Good. Follow your breath. Inhale, arch out, lift up. Exhale, round. Good. Two more. Inhale, lift out. Exhale, round. One more. Elbows out, back. Awesome. Exhale, round. Good. Bring the elbows out. Extend the arms up without lifting your shoulders. So not this. Without. Good. Good. Spread through your fingers. Spread it. Good. And then exhale, bring them down. Let's roll the shoulders back 3 times. This is everything you can do on the airplane, see? And not have to worry about sitting there too long. All right. Now, what we try to do in yoga is to move the spine in its 6 directions, right? And that stimulates the central nervous system, which is basically your spine, the nerve endings that come off your spine. So we move the spine in 6 directions. We just moved 2. Let's try the other 2, all right? I'm going to try to be your mirror image here. So now we'll do a twist. Please place your right hand to the back of the chair. Then take your left hand on your right knee. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, roll your right shoulder back and look over your right shoulder. And find your breath. Breathe. Good. Inhale, bring your head to center. And exhale, relax your shoulder. Good. Second side. Bring the right hand to the back of the chair where it's comfortable. Left hand on your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, roll your shoulder back. Good. And look over your shoulder. And find your breath. Good. Inhale, bring your head back to center. And then relax your shoulder. Everybody good? All right. Try to extend your legs out in front of you as best as you can. Good. Be on the heels. And then lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands down your legs towards your feet. Forward bending. Yeah. Awesome. How's that feel? Keep the spine nice and long. Take a deep inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, try to walk your hands closer to your feet. Oh, some of us are already there. Good. Awesome. And then inhale, walk your hands right back up again. Very good. Okay. let's take a stand up. Stand on up. And if you're not comfortable standing, you can remain sitting and we'll do 2 variations. Okay? Let's find that mountain pose standing now. So look down at your feet and make sure they're like 2 train tracks. Stand with your feet hip width apart. So each of us have different hip widths, right? So try a hip width apart. Good. Now, let's take your hands on your hips. And zip your belly button up a little. So don't clench your butt. Don't do that. Just zip it up a little. Some of us walk like this, right? So the idea is not too much pelvic tilt, right? So just zip the belly button up a little bit. And then relax your arms down and draw your shoulders back. Make sure your ears are right over your shoulders. Not like that, like this. Good, palms forward. That is your perfect posture. That's the way you should be standing, and that's the way we should be sitting. Okay, when you're driving a car, right, turn your mirror up a little higher, and that will cause you to lengthen your spine a little more. Feel good? Let's take a reach up just towards the ceiling. All the way up. Good. Grab your right wrist with your left fingers. And come over to the side. Yeah, nice side stretch. Good. Come over to the side. Come up again. Grab the opposite wrist. And come over to the side. Good. Lift up. Awesome. And release your hands down. All right. Everybody turn around and face your chair. Yeah. Face your chair. Good. Take your hands into your chair. Take your hands into your chair. To the seat of the chair. To the seat of the chair. Right. Good. All right. Can we get our elbows into the chair? Forearms in the chair. Welcome. There's your hamstrings. Yeah. Remember those? Awesome. Good. All right, take your hands to the chair and then lift yourself all the way up. Awesome, turn around. Again, if you're in the airplane, what can you do in the airplane, right? You just discovered it. I can stand up. I can turn around, put my butt in my neighbor's face, and take my elbows to the chair, right? All right, let's try a little balance. So we have our shoes on. This might be somewhat of a challenge, but I think we'll be okay. Let's just take your hands onto your hips. If you're not comfortable, you can take your fingertips lightly to the back of the front of the chair. Okay, if that's uncomfortable. Roll to the balls of your feet and lift your heels up. Awesome, good. And now release them down. Good. Extend the arms out. Both arms. Roll to the balls of your feet and lift your heels up. Good. Good. Now, as you bring your heels down, begin to bend your knees and bring the arms down. So you're taking a good landing. Good. All right, hands back onto your hips. Shift to your right and take your left leg out to the side. Try not to lean. This is core. Good. Take the left, put your left foot down, shift to the left, and take the right leg out to the side. Yeah, use your core. Good, come down. Both arms up. Shift to the right, take your left leg to the left. Awesome, good, right? Come back, right? Bring the arms down, take a, good landing, then extend the arms up one more time. Good, shift to the left, take the right leg. One leg is usually easier than the other. That's okay. Awesome. Come back. And release down. Whew, very good. Y'all tired? All right, 2 more and then we'll do a little bit of relaxation, okay? 2 more. Let's do a chair pose because a lot of us, if your hamstrings are really tight, that means these quadriceps, they're really not working at all either. So we want to strengthen our quadriceps. We're going to do what we call chair pose, okay? Extend the arms up. Palms are facing each other, right? Relax your shoulders. And then like you're sitting in a chair. Awesome. Good. Zip your belly button up a little bit so you're not hanging your lower back.
Good. And hang out. Hang on out. Awesome. Use the squat. Good. Very, very good. Very good. So you feel this quadriceps? Yeah. All right. Do me one more favor. Take a seat in your chair just for a minute. I'll have you do one thing. And this is really, really important if you can do this practice every single day. Take your hands onto your hips. Place your feet in a comfortable position underneath you and stand up without using your hands. Stand up without using your hands. Good. You just added 50 years on your life. If you can stand up without using your hands, practice that every day. You use your core, you use your quads, okay? And you take, where we usually take a lot of weight into our shoulders by right? And it works on your balance. So every day,